Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanz. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a very ridiculous show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want today's full show before it comes out on YouTube, it's streaming for free on the DREAMERSPRO podcast. Anyway, I got to get into this topic here. Because everybody's talking about it. Apparently, the Lakers and the Houston Rockets played a game yesterday, right? They played a game yesterday in Houston, and I did not watch that game. The reason I didn't watch that game was because I was in transit, so I finally got home, so I was super tired. But they played against the Houston Rockets, and they ended up losing that game with a box score of 135 to 119. Now, going into that game, the Lakers were favored to win the game. They should have won the game. They were the higher seed, but nevertheless, they lost the game, right? And then I started seeing some of the highlights, right? And some of the highlights, a lot of it had to do with Dillon Brooks and the way he was basically putting his goon down on the Lakers players, right? And then it got to a particular part where I believe Vanderbilt was going up for a dunk. He pushed him in the back. I'd seen that move already done on Kobe in the playoffs with, oh my God, I forgot the player's name. He's on one of the coaches. I think he's on the Clippers coaching staff right now. Ball-headed dude, light-skinned dude. I forgot his name. He was on it. He pushed Kobe in the air before. So I've seen that. It's a dirty play. And then I see another play where LeBron is going to the basket and then Dillon Brooks kind of swipes at him and smacks him in the face. So what happens? Today I tune in to some of the news shows and I see on ESPN First Take, they're talking about it. And the panel featured Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharpe, and Stephen A. Smith. And as they were discussing it, Shannon Sharpe was giving his take. And then it got to a point where Stephen A. Smith was like, yo, hold up. Like, I understand what you're saying, but you're not keeping it 100. He's like, if we're being 100, the Lakers already knew what type of time Dillon Brooks was on. They already knew this. Okay, they already knew this. So I don't see why the Lakers should be caught off guard by this dude. He said the part you're not talking about is, although Dillon Brooks was running around doing his normal Dillon Brooks stuff, he's like, why didn't the Lakers and specifically LeBron stand up to this dude? I am sorry, but I get tired of seeing LeBron get punked by Dillon Brooks. Like, I get tired of it. This is not the first time Dillon Brooks has gotten LeBron's face. Now he smacked him upside the head. LeBron ain't do nothing. Dillon Brooks be running up the court talking to him. He ain't do nothing. And some people are like, well, LeBron can't do anything, because, he's a face of the NBA and he's $1 billion man and all of that. BS. Total BS. I've seen Jordan get in the face of players like Maxwell and others. When they try to hard foul him or whatever, Jordan would get in dudes' faces. If he had to scuffle with you, he will scuffle with you. The fact of the matter is, Dillon Brooks, he's doing this because he knows that these guys are not going to do anything bad. He knows he can get away with that with LeBron. He knows that. He knows. And he knows that's the reason why he can continue to do it. And LeBron is what, 6 foot? Now, LeBron is what, 6'9", 270, 60 something pounds, and you letting Dillon Brooks push you around? What would happen? What's going to happen to LeBron's image if LeBron finally just one day snuffed Dillon Brooks or just shoved him in the face or put his forearm in his chest, in his throat area and just shove him away? What would happen? LeBron is going to lose sponsors. What? They're going to the old NBA? Of course they're not, because what the NBA will say is this guy has been he's been an irritant towards this guy for years now. So LeBron finally reached his breaking point and he reacted. And it doesn't tarnish your legacy. We've seen GOAT players at that level, get fed up and retaliate. But I think that for Dillon Brooks to continuously do this to LeBron and the Lakers, he must look at the Lakers and think they're soft. I think at the heart of it, at the end of the day, I think he must think that they're soft. And as a team that you're competing against, if I look at the Western Conference standings, the Rockets are the number 11 seed. The Lakers are the number 9 seed, but they're tied for losses in the loss column at 24 apiece. So you could ill afford to lose that game to them. For the fact that they're only 2 wins behind, that they have 2 less wins is because they play less games than you guys. So you could ill afford to lose a game like that, especially to a team and a dude going around doing all of those antics. To me, man, I just think he'd be looking weak. And I'm like, when is LeBron finally going to say enough is enough? Like, I had enough with this dude, and just finally react to him. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen if LeBron James defends himself. Nothing would happen. I'm tired of seeing him get punked by Dillion. Like, enough is enough, man. Like, enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. LeBron is not no 5'2" dude. Like, enough is enough, man. Stop letting these dudes run up on you and put their goon down on you and then be looking to the referees and all. LeBron had more energy for the person talking bleep in the stands than he did for Dylan Brooks and these dudes. You got more energy for those dudes. You throwing people out of the stands and for the people in front of you. Now, I know people going to bring up, though, the Chris Childs thing with Kobe. Kobe was throwing his hands. When have you ever seen LeBron throw his hands at any point? Ever. Like, so come on, man. Like, you too big for that. You 370,000 pounds, man. You 7'50". Like, come on, do something. Like, come on, defend yourself, man. Come on, enough is enough. These are my thoughts.